Alright, and welcome back, guys. They just added a brand new playlist into Cold War, the 12v12 Mosh Pit. It has a little bit of issues, but even given those issues, I think it is the single quickest way to rank up in Cold War right now. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about the issues that 12v12 Mosh Pit has right now, even though I do think these issues are probably going to be fixed relatively soon. We're going to be talking about the maps you kind of want to look out for while you're playing 12v12 Mosh Pit, and the class setup you want to use to absolutely maximize your XP to be able to gain levels as quick as possible while playing Cold War. Now, real quick, let me explain what 12v12 Mosh Pit is. Obviously, it's a 12v12 game mode where you have 24 players total and you've got 12 players on each team fighting against each other. But more than that, it's only a select handful of maps that you play on, and they pick some of the better maps that this Mosh Pit has. We've got Crossroads, Nuketown, Raid, Express, Apocalypse, Garrison, Miami Strike, and the new Snow map. Now, not all of these maps are amazing for grinding XP, but there's 3 or 4 in here that are kind of the best picks in terms of getting XP. In this playlist, the best maps to kind of maximize your XP would be Miami Strike and Crossroads. Unfortunately, I don't think Nuketown's working properly. Either that or it is super rare. I've spent the last hour and a half backing in and out of lobbies. I got every single one of these maps about 8 or 9 times. I have yet to see Nuketown 84 once in the playlist. So right now it's either bugged and Nuketown doesn't show up in the 12v12 Mosh Pit, or it's just so rare that you're probably not going to see it the majority of the time while playing this playlist, which is a little bit unfortunate. Nuketown 84 would be kind of the best of the best for grinding XP in this playlist, but Crossroads and Miami Strike do a very, very good job of allowing you to get a lot of XP in a very, very short amount of time. Now, obviously with this playlist, there's core and hardcore modes. I would definitely recommend staying towards the hardcore side of things if you are just looking at grinding XP. Now, before we go into the tips and tricks and the class setups I would recommend to maximize your XP, I'm going to talk about the issues that are kind of plaguing 12v12 Mosh Pit right now. A lot of people are complaining about this mode. The main reason being are these games are ending super quick. When I was playing this, most of my games were ending in under 5 minutes, and if I got Miami Strike or Crossroads, the games were lasting like 3 minutes in total, and that is not a very long time. Yes, you're getting a ton of XP and a ton of kills in that amount of time, but you got to understand, if the game only lasts 3 minutes, after that 3 minutes over, you now got to search for a new game, get a new lobby, load back into the game, and start over. Which is unfortunate because this game mode is so fun to play and so good for grinding, but it really does get ruined by the amount of time you're spending in lobbies kind of waiting. Because if the game ends in 3 minutes, you're going to go back to the lobby, you've got to wait maybe another 3 or 4 minutes to get back into a game, and for just 3 minutes of gameplay, it's really unfortunate. So hopefully Treyarch listens to this. Hopefully they kind of expand the time of all of the game modes, maybe double the requirements needed for hardpoint, kill confirm, domination, TDM, pretty much all that, because these games are ending way too quickly, and that's really the biggest gripe I see people talking about the 12v12 Mosh Pit right now. I personally think this issue is going to be fixed rather quickly, because keep in mind, at the time of posting this video, this game mode's only been out for a couple of hours, so they haven't really had time to get the feedback and change it. And with how quickly these games are ending, I'm pretty sure at some point in the future, we're going to see increased limits on all of the game modes in this Mosh Pit playlist. Now, with that being said, let me go into the class setup I recommend for just pure XP gaining while playing this playlist. I recommend only playing the hardcore playlist, because while playing the hardcore playlist, you're going to be getting a one-shot, one kill on just about every kill you get. And if you're using something like a shotgun, you're going to be getting a long shot the majority of your kills as well. And that XP is going to add up super quick, especially if you're using double XP tokens. While playing hardcore, using one-shot, one-kill weapons and having a double XP token live, you're going to be getting quadruple the XP you normally get, which is just going to massively allow you to just rank up super quickly. So the class setup I'm showing you right now is meant to absolutely maximize the amount of one-shot, one-kills you're going to be getting. My favorite weapon to run right now is the Groza. This is kind of an AR that almost acts like an SMG. It ADSs very quickly, and it's always going to be a one-shot, one-kill on hardcore, so you're going to be getting bonus XP every kill you get with this weapon. And it has a really high bullet velocity, so you're going to be beating out a lot of other people using different weapons at range while using this weapon. The attachments that I use on this weapon are the Microflex, which the optic's kind of personal preference. If there's an optic you like better, definitely run that over my suggestion, because it's just really subjective when it comes down to the optic attachment. Now for the barrel, I highly recommend using the VDV reinforced barrel. That extra 40% bullet velocity is huge, especially while playing hardcore. Now for the body, I recommend using the steady aim laser, just because having that extra 20% hipfire accuracy is really nice at close ranges. I wouldn't use any of the other ones down here because yes, they give a higher hipfire accuracy, but that negative ADS time is really brutal, especially while playing hardcore. Now for the magazine, I personally use the tape mag just because I want that extra reload quickness without any of the negative ADS time. To me, it's not worth being able to reload quicker and have that extra ammo capacity if you're taking a hit in the ADS department. So I run the tape mag, very simplistic. All it does is give you 20% reload quickness and doesn't affect your ADS at all. Now for the handle, I recommend the elastic wrap. Not only does it give you that extra 30% ADS time, it also allows you to aim while going prone. This right here is massive in hardcore because especially as you get into higher and higher SBMM lobbies, you're gonna find a lot of people drop shotting, and really the only way to counter that is to drop shot yourself, and this allows you to drop shot so much easier while rocking this handle. Now for the secondary run of my class, and this is where things get a little newbie. We've got a shotgun as a secondary because as unfortunate as it is, the single fastest way to rank up right now in multiplayer is to run around only using the street sweeper. The way shotguns work in this game, you're fundamentally going to get more XP while using a shotgun because of the medals you get compared to any other weapon in the game. So not only are shotguns really good and annoying in hardcore, you get more XP per kill with shotguns than you do with just about any other weapon. So if you really just wanted to absolutely maximize your XP, I would recommend just running around with the street sweeper. However, I can't bring myself to do that. So for the most part, I'm using the Groza as my primary, but if need be, I can whip out the street sweeper and finish off like 8 enemies really quickly if I got to. Now, as it goes for attachments on this, I recommend the duck bill choke because you want that wider pellet spread. This is gonna one-shot kill regardless, so you want that wider range of fire. For the barrel, you definitely want to be rocking the Ranger barrel because this is going to be a one-shot regardless, so extra damage means nothing, and having that extra 30% damage range is massive in hardcore. For the body, I put on the Ember sighting point just so you can hip fire spam the crap out of this thing. For the magazine, I recommend just running the absolute biggest one because for the most part, I'm never reloading this weapon. I'm running in hardcore, getting like 8 kills with this, dying, and then just spawning with a fully reloaded magazine in this weapon. And then for the stock, I use the wire stock just so you can shoot a little bit faster after sprinting. Now, as it goes for tactical, lethal, and field upgrade, these don't matter too much. I really just put whatever here. I use Stim, Simtex, Field Mic, but whatever you feel most comfortable with in these slots, just kind of slap them there. Now for perks, since we're playing hardcore, I 100% recommend running Flak Jacket. You're gonna die to a lot of explosives if you don't put this on, so just slap it on and forget about explosives. Also, tactical mask. There's a lot of people spamming stuns and all that kind of stuff. I throw on tactical mask so I just don't have to deal with it. I can just rush and I don't have to worry about stuns, grenades, any of that crap bothering me. Now for perk 2, I run Assassin and Scavenger. Assassin just so you get that extra XP for people on kill streaks, and Scavenger so you can pick up ammo off the ground. Now for perk 3, I recommend both Ghost and Gung Ho. Gung Ho because I'm going to be rushing as hard as I can to maximize my XP. So I want to be able to, reload weapons while sprinting. I want to be able to swap weapons really quickly instead of reloading. All those things are heavily benefited by using Gung Ho. And on top of that, I use Ghost. Since there's 12 people on the enemy team, they're going to have a ton of UAV span. Not being seen by those spy planes that are going to be constantly up on the enemy team is very, very helpful. Now for score streaks, I find myself only running support kill streaks. When you call in a spy plane, a counter spy plane, or a harp, every single team your teammate gets is going to get you additional points. And if you look at the gameplay I'm playing, after calling a UAV or a counter spy plane, you're just going to see my feed riddled with free XP because my teammates are going to rapidly be killing the enemy team because there's 12 of them and we're on a fairly small map. So if you're just going for XP, I definitely recommend slapping on these 3 support streaks. Now, while playing in these playlists, I would just recommend rushing as hard as you can. You're not going to be getting any, nuke streaks or really high kill streaks by rushing, but you can rush in, get 8 kills, die, spawn back in, rush in, get 8 kills, die, rinse and repeat for the entire time the game's going on, and you're just going to be racking up so much score. In the games I was playing, the only thing I was doing is as soon as I die, I'd spawn back in, rush to the enemy spawn, kill as many enemies as possible, die, rinse and repeat. I wasn't going for any streaks, and I was getting a ton of XP. I played 2 Crossroads games back to back. These games only lasted 3 minutes, and I got 15,000 XP, and that's without a double XP token. If I was running double XP, that would be 30,000 XP in that one single match. So even if these games aren't lasting that long, you're still getting over half a level worth of XP in 3 minutes. If they do end up expanding the requirements of these lobbies and they end up taking 6 to 9 minutes long, you're going to be getting a level to 2 levels per game playing this playlist, and it is just absolute rapid XP while playing. It's not perfect, and I definitely think this playlist still needs a rework, but even at its current state, it's the best way to grind XP. I don't think there's a single quicker way to grind XP in this game right now than playing this playlist. And in this video, I haven't even talked about grinding DM Ultra. I think for grinding camos, once again, this is probably going to be the new best playlist, because when it comes down to it, getting DM Ultra is all about getting all of your requirements, all requiring kills, and you just get a massive amount of kills in these playlists, and you'll be able to just churn through these challenges in no time, just running, spamming, and stuff like this in this 12v12 mosh pit. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up here. Definitely tell me how you guys feel about the new 12v12 playlist and kind of the reworks that you guys think need to happen, and also the amount of levels that you've been able to gain in one single day doing this method. If you set aside like 12 hours, I legitimately think you can get 200-300 levels in a single day playing this playlist game mode. Like, that's how many levels you can get in a short period of time while just grinding this out. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna end her here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I just want to take the last little moment at the end of the video here to give a huge thanks to everyone who's became a Twitch subscriber and a YouTube member. And a huge special thanks to those who have taken it above and beyond. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, Cryptic, the absolute boss, Shadow King, the man whose name should be really easy to pronounce, Yamasta, and the madman, Buckley himself. All 4 of these people have taken a step above and beyond and became Unlock++ members on YouTube. Thank you guys so much, true homies.